All right, I like drinking and I like playing video games, and I had the great idea about 2 years ago to combine these into some sort of business place where people can actually do this together and in a professional, proper environment. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the process of how 2 years ago I came up with the idea and coming to today where we're very close to opening. Gaming has become socially acceptable in the last 5 years. You've got things like the Nintendo Wii and Guitar Hero, things that take away that stigma that all gamers are anti-social, pasty white nerds sitting in their parents' basement playing World of Warcraft on a computer. I used to throw a lot of parties where I'd actually put these gaming consoles next to all your DJs and all your drinking and all this kind of thing and see how it actually went with not your hardcore gamers but just your general people, and it went really well. Everyone picked it up and played, and there was no social stigma. It was a lot of fun, and girls were playing just as much as guys, and it was really good. So anyway, I started to come up with this idea. I thought this would be great if I could actually put this in a bar environment. So I started looking around at a place to actually do it. The Judith Wright Centre, which was actually just right near where I lived, was great. They had a little bar that had been closed up for 2 years. I went and approached them, and they were very supportive. A couple of things that are very important if you're actually doing a venue, which is to surround yourself with other people that know more than you do, which is what I did. I found someone else that's good with business and money, someone that actually has experience, which I don't, and someone who's very famous so I can leverage his brand. Lessons I've learned so far. These are some things that if you ever open a video game bar, these would be handy that you know. I wish I knew them a couple of years ago. Oh, not years ago. Well, actually, yeah, years ago. Owning a bar does not mean free booze and non-stop parties. I wish it did. Unfortunately, combining my two loves, gaming and drinking, pretty much means that I'll have no time to game. And if you run a bar, you can't be drunk. Well, you can't drink, sort of thing, if you're a approved manager. So put that one out of your mind. Don't expect financial support from the government or industry bodies, because you're combining the two industries that they just absolutely will not support, which is video games and the hospitality industry. So if you've got these grand plans of actually getting their support and help and all this kind of thing, they'll say, yes, we think it's a great... Well, actually, they won't say it's a great idea either, so forget that. Communicate with the associations and groups. The Queensland Hotels Association, Valley Liquor Accord, even the Valley Chamber of Commerce have been fantastic. I wish I'd spoken to them earlier. I wish I'd become a member earlier. Their input has been just brilliant with this whole project. So plan for everything to go wrong, because it will. Even the things that you don't know that you never knew could go wrong or never even knew about will go wrong. So you just need to expect that things will go wrong and roll with the punches the whole way through. Be prepared to get your hands dirty. You'll need to get in there. We're going to be serving behind the bar. We were in there actually building it and putting it all together. Don't be all high and mighty. We're opening a bar and all this kind of thing. It's very important to actually get in at the ground level and do as much as you can on yourself. So what we did is we signed a lease, 3-year, very scary lease with the Judith Wright Centre, when we thought, yeah, this is a good idea. We do want to go ahead with it. It's a big risk to actually take to do this kind of venture, especially with us that we don't really know what we're doing half the time. So we got the venue. We started renovating it, doing a whole bunch of stuff. Very important to get a whole bunch of friends and volunteers and people to help us out, which was fantastic. The more people you can, like, that comes back to doing it yourself, getting a whole bunch of people to help you out. Painting a venue is very important. I found this out. Things like the colours of a venue, like we actually painted the roof white and the floor dark because it makes a feeling of space on the top. And there's all this other stuff that other people knew that I didn't. So this is really good stuff for painting a venue. For us, because it's a video game venue, it was very important to actually hit up all the gaming sponsors. Talk to them, be enthusiastic about it. Get all their support, get them to actually send us the products, to engage them and say, these are the benefits for you being involved in this venue. Really exciting, all the opportunities to launch games and showcase your products. Next thing was to actually get it out there, tell people all about it. We sent it to every single person that we've ever known in the last 10 years and managed to get a lot of really great coverage, which was really important, and kind of led on to the next slide. The social media stuff, which has been the most important part of this whole venture. We've got a Facebook group that in the last month has now got over 6,500 members. This is for a bar that has a 50-person capacity. But things like Facebook and Twitter, it's the most important part of our business so far because we're not open. So that we got to the point where it's all looking very pretty. The decor, the aesthetic on the inside of a bar is very important as well. It's all the small things right at the end that actually make the difference that people can see. We then did a wet run, which is where you actually trial the venue, even if it's not totally properly set up, see if people are actually enjoying it, if it works, if the drinks aren't spilling all over the controllers or whatnot. So that was really good and very important before you do a big launch night. And that leads it to opening this venue in 2 weeks. And this has been 2 years actually trying to get this happen. So if someone like me, who doesn't have any experience running a bar or hospitality or anything like that, can actually sit around, drink and play games,